Space is usually predictable, but today, something moved in a way scientists did not expect. For decades, NASA has tracked thousands of objects near Earth. Most follow known paths.
These paths are calculated using physics we understand very well.
Most space objects move exactly as predicted.
But this one was different.
NASA detected an object traveling at unusually high speed.
Then, something unexpected happened. The object changed direction without any visible cause.
For scientists, this raised immediate questions. If you want to stay updated on strange space discoveries like this, subscribe to the channel.
Objects in space don't usually change direction on their own.
There was no explosion, no collision, no visible force.
NASA analyzed nearby gravity sources.
But none were strong enough to explain the movement.
This made the discovery even more puzzling.
Every data point was checked, again and again.
Yet the object continued moving, faster than expected.
Thankfully, it was not on a collision course with Earth. But its behavior left scientists searching for answers. This may not be the last time space surprises us.
As NASA continued tracking the object, its speed exceeded normal expectations for known space debris.
Initial calculations suggested the object was moving far faster than any asteroid previously recorded.
What made this detection unusual was not just the speed, but the stability of its motion.
NASA analysts began comparing the object's trajectory with thousands of known space patterns.
At first, everything appeared normal, until the data suddenly changed.
Without warning, the object altered its direction. Something natural objects rarely do. This sudden maneuver raised immediate concern among mission specialists.
The shift wasn't minor, it was precise and measurable.
Gravity alone could not fully explain what was observed.
At this point, NASA elevated the object as priority status.
Multiple observatories were instructed to lock onto the object simultaneously.
Its behavior didn't match any cataloged asteroid or comet.
Even more puzzling, the object appeared to accelerate after changing direction.
This behavior forced scientists to reconsider initial assumptions.
For a moment, the room fell completely silent.
The angle of the turn suggested intenticles, or an unknown force.
Despite its behavior, the object posed no immediate threat to Earth.
Still, continuous monitoring was ordered. As it moved farther away, the mystery only deepened.
What NASA recorded next would raise even more questions.
At this speed, even a small change in direction becomes impossible, or so scientists believed.
Yet the data showed a clear deviation, subtle but undeniable.
NASA engineers reviewed the numbers again and again.
There were no calculation errors, no sensor glitches. Multiple instruments confirmed the same result. The object appeared stable, yet its motion suggested intention.
Its path no longer matched natural gravitational models.
This was the moment concern quietly replaced curiosity.
Even distant objects demand attention when behavior changes.
NASA protocols require monitoring anything unpredictable. The turn was small, but physically unexplained.
Discussions moved behind closed doors.
The data clearly indicates a breakthrough in the synthesis process.
Every simulation produced a different outcome. None of them felt reassuring.
For a moment, the object vanished from view.
Then the signal returned ungrained, unchanged.
There was still no immediate threat. But unanswered questions remained.
Whatever it was, it continued on its path.
And NASA continued to watch.
Something unusual happens next. The object begins to slow down, without any visible force acting on it.
In space, objects don't slow down like this unless something interferes.
NASA scientists immediately noticed changes in its trajectory.
The direction shift doesn't match known gravitational patterns. Computer models predicted one path. Reality showed another.
This forced NASA to recheck their assumptions.
More observations were scheduled immediately.
The object's shape also appears inconsistent. It doesn't fully match typical asteroids we've studied. Then, without warning, it accelerates once more.
This second direction change raised even more questions.
NASA classified the movement as highly unusual. Whatever this is, it isn't behaving normally.
Every frame was reviewed again and again.
Even close stellar gravity didn't fully explain its path.
That's when concern quietly started to grow.
One frame, in particular, stood out.
This turn shouldn't have been possible.
Thankfully, it's not on a collision path.
We're losing the signal.
But its behavior remains unexplained.
At this point, the object was already far beyond what most telescopes could track clearly.
The data suggested it was accelerating away from the inner solar system.
No natural object had ever followed a curve like this before. Compared to known comets, this behavior stood completely apart. Every new data point raised more questions than answers.
Despite the mystery, there was no immediate threat to Earth.
But the implications were far from ordinary.
Gravity alone couldn't explain what happened. Whatever it was already leaving our neighborhood.
NASA officially classified the event as unexplained. This wasn't the first mystery, and it likely won't be the last.
Space still holds secrets we've barely begun to understand.
Somewhere out there, more objects like this may already be moving.
For now, all scientists can do is keep watching.
That sudden turn remains the biggest mystery of all.
Sometimes, space reminds us how little control we truly have.
The universe doesn't always follow our expectations.
And this object may already be far beyond our reach. In the end, space keeps its secrets.